Welcome back, Quartermasters. STL Matt here, and we're trying something new today. I wanted to see how many Shroombooms it takes to defeat Skylanders giants, to beat the entire game. And so that's what you're going to be watching here today with me. I played through the entire game with nothing but Shroomboom. I was actually a little bit surprised to see in the first place that you can beat all of Skylanders giants with just Shroombboom. Like, no giants are required at all. I initially thought that you needed giants in some areas of the game just to progress, but it turns out they always give you an alternate path. So that is not necessary at all. Good to know, but a little bit of a surprise. It's been many years since I played Skylanders Giants, and so I don't necessarily have the best memory of exactly what happens in the game. But we're zipping through level 1 here. I mean, it's level 1. It's an introductory level. They're teaching you about the giants and some of the things they can do. But even here, like, where they want you to jump down into the hole using a giant, that's just to collect some of the extra goodies. There's always an alternate path. So our first big battle here, a bunch of little chompies. I love these little guys. They can be annoying, especially with the level 1 character that's not very fast. That's going to be my biggest problem throughout the entire game, is Shroomboom being slow. I mean, most Skylanders are slow, but Shroomboom in particular, he's not a speedy character. So that will be my downfall at some points for sure. But we're moving along nicely. Get Conquertron in here. Any Star Trek fans out there might recognize the voice. But doing well. He's not really posing much of a threat. Just posing right now. Trying to warn me. That's not gonna work. These guys were surprisingly easy. I did not expect to defeat them in like 2 hits, the level 1 character. Like, once again, I know this is level 1, but I expected them to be a little bit tougher than that. I mean, the Chompies, I guess there were a lot of Chompies, but like, I think most Chompies almost took 2 hits. And there you go. Conquertron. Well, not quite done yet. We're getting close. We're getting close. You feel this being the end of a level? Final boss. And the first, like the level 1, I think I remember the most is Trap Team. Not that it has anything to do with what we're playing today, but the Gulper level, right? Maybe it's because I played that one more than other games or something like that. That at least the first level. And so I remember that. But Conquertron, come on. There we go. And that's all there is to level 1. Not really any problem. We didn't die at all. So we're still on our first Shroomboom here. But we're going to continue on to level 2 and see what happens. See if it gets any tougher. One of the other things, big things they have for giants to do is to like break through walls. But as you can see here, they always give you bombs. So sometimes it takes a little bit more time to progress through the game without a giant, but it's certainly possible. We're gonna try to upgrade Shroomboom as much as possible. I don't have any like hard and fast rules, but basically I'm trying not to die, so I'm gonna upgrade his abilities as much as I can. But that's why you'll see, if you're watching very closely, like I'll open up any chests that I find and I'll go a little bit out of my way to collect some gold and stuff like that. Or the legendary treasures that give you, I think it was like 100 gold that I can use to buy upgrades, because those are going to be very, very crucial. Now, honestly, I think another interesting run of this and a good comparison. Because part of the reason I wanted to do this in the first place is I always hear people say how bad Shroomboom is and how he's one of the worst characters out there. And I don't know that I agree with that. I think he's actually a decent character, and he actually fits my play style pretty well. Now, I did start to notice after a while, like, the aim on his mushrooms isn't that great. And, like, sometimes he has problems with what he's actually trying to hit and actually getting the mushrooms to go where you want them to go. But he's not a bad character, and I think if I were to run through the entire game again with a level 20 Shroomboo, I think that would be interesting to see how far I can get. And there you go, level 2. Once again, no issues there. Still doing all right. But that is a pretty quick progression. So, block puzzles, zip through those. I putzed around a little bit here on the ship. Once again, exploring my options, seeing if there's any gold laying around. I actually forgot. I remember later that there are some gold, regenerating gold spots on the ship that I need to keep hitting every time I come back to the ship. But we're on to level 3. Well, we will be shortly. I tried a challenge first that didn't go well. Kind of wasted some time there. Good thing this wasn't a speed run or anything like that. Now we're on to level 3. There we go. I think, did I upgrade? I totally missed it. That went by so fast. I may have gotten an upgrade here. We'll find out. But level 3, still on the first Shroomboo. We're leveling up to level 4 already. So Shroomboom's getting stronger. I mean, that's going to help too, because level up typically increases your health. So that's a good thing to have. I didn't mention before, I found a hat in level, and so I put that on. That's another thing I decided, like, I'm not going out of my way to necessarily find the best hat, but if I find a hat in the level, I'm gonna put it on because it's gonna boost some stats, even if it's not exactly what I'm looking for, what's most optimal. But once again, that's part of the game, so we'll use it. There'll be a lot of things throughout this run that, you know, are part of the game, so I'm going to use it. Really low health. That's rough. that was a tough battle back there. But we're still alive. We're still alive. Level 4, collect a bunch of gold. Hopefully we can use that for some more upgrades. Oh, I hung around this area for a while because it's a life zone. And in the a life character in the life zone will regenerate health for you. So once again, using what they give you in game. I don't think of that as cheating or anything. It just takes a little time. So I'm back at full health again. Anyway, more bad guys, more level, zipping through this level as well, grabbing all the keys. Another legendary treasure maybe, something like that. More bad guys, no problem. Brock shows up. And we'll keep chugging along. A lot of keys and a lot of block pushing in this level, apparently. More Chompies, not going to be a problem. If I die to any Chompies, that's going to be a sad day. So here, with Auric, we'll run into him again later. He's going to be very useful, actually. Into the arena. A lot of big battles here, but Brock throwing everything he has at us. Brock's another character that I often forget about how early he enters the series and how we see him multiple times throughout the series. Always take care of the life spell punks first, guys. But there you go, level 3. Even with Brock's arena challenge, didn't have too much of a problem. So we're on to level 4 and still on our first Shroomboo. Leveled up to level 5. The character's at level 5 even though we're on level 4. going through here, collecting more gold. Still, like, not a lot of gold that I found, unfortunately, and so I haven't been able to upgrade many powers. And that's what I'm saying, like, I really think this would play differently with a level 20 character, as opposed to just, I mean, I'm starting at a level 1 character, and then if I die, I'm gonna go back to a level 1 character again and have to level up again and again and again. And there's no way to, like, cheat and level up the gold real fast on the ship in the hub or anything like that. But Sky Stones, just missed that. My favorite mini game in the games. I wish I don't think there's a bad version of Sky Stones out there. I very much enjoy Sky Stones and would sit there and play that all day if I could. But all right, big battle here. These guys really unfortunately hurt when Shroomboom does not have speed. So, in combination with the spinny guys too. But like, I should be able to avoid either one of these by themselves. So I did upgrade Shroomboom's ability apparently, because he's got the big mushrooms that do a lot of damage, and they came in very handy against these guys. But I love little mushrooms that float down. They're kind of similar to like minions that you might send out, where you can just fire them off and they'll kind of, they're almost heat-seeking, I guess, and so you can use them to do damage while you're just running away, which is very helpful in a challenge like this. Unfortunately now, with 2 of these guys charging at me and Shroomboom's very slow speeds, I had to make a choice between just avoiding them or actually trying to attack them. And since their attacks were offsetting, they were running at different times, I had to just start throwing in attacks where I could. But, unfortunately, that also means that death might be coming for me. There we are. And that's the first death. Sad day. Farewell, Shroomboom number 1. On to Shroomboom number 2. And we'll see what happens here. Hopefully. Like, now I'm back at level 1, so back to 260 health is where they start. I don't recall what my level 5 Shroomboom had, but you see, that was frustrating. I was like 1 hit off of each of those guys. Like, that's how close I was, and I could have kept my level 5 Shroomboom. Like, I should have played the avoidance game a little bit longer, and it would have been worth it. Another thing that's going to be very helpful is those winged sapphires, or yeah, the blue butterflies. They're going to help get discounts for future Shroombooms as I go along, progress throughout the game. Those discounts are going to be active the entire time, so upgrades will get cheaper and cheaper, especially since I have to rebuy them over and over and over for each new Shroomboom. Get the gold there, all the gold there. But the rest of this level, I think, is more just like puzzle based, not as much enemy based here. So we play some Sky Stones, which once again, I love, but it's, as far as this challenge goes, Shroomboom isn't going to die playing Sky Stones. They haven't introduced that deadly version of Sky Stones yet, so Shroomboom wins Sky Stones, or I win, and we move along, finish up a few bad guys here. A lot of zones that I just can't get to because I only have Shroomboom, which means I only have a life character, which all the elemental zones I have to skip out on. But we're close to the end of the level. And we're almost there. Collect a few more things, get out of here, get the keys, more hats. And I think after a few more bad guys, that guy's annoying. Very long range projectiles. And then those guys in an enclosed space is never good. Then final, I think this is the final game of Skystones. Like, this is the big baddie, and of course, to get the ship part or whatever that I need for Flynn's boat, that is game of Skystones. There we go. Another level down, only 2 Shroombooms in. Moving on to Chapter 5 after a few upgrades. Still on our second Shroomboom. So thankfully we've earned a little gold, can upgrade him a little bit, and hopefully he'll last for a little while longer. Ice levels, not my favorite. I mean, the movement of these characters is never, you know, super precise to begin with. So when you put them in a snowy, icy level to make it more challenging, sometimes it can just end up being annoying. But you'll see that later on. Hopefully we'll fast forward through most of it. But level 5 here, still with our second Shroomboom, not really having any issues. Use bombs whenever possible. Big tip when you're trying to do any kind of challenge like this. Like I said, use the world to your advantage. Whether that means using the bombs they give you, using any health regeneration that they provide you, like use it to its fullest extent. And then, I mean, like I said, finding out that you don't need giants to beat this game, it opens up a lot of doors. But I spent a lot of time sliding around in these ice bowls, and it was frustrating, I will say that. So I'm glad you don't have to sit here and necessarily watch it in real time at least. It's I was trying to collect as much as possible and not get hit by these guys, but I got trapped in a little battle arena here. You can see the bounce pad to get back up where I came from is missing. And so now I'm stuck with like 5 or 6 of these little spinny dudes, and then this giant axe dude off on a platform that I can't even really attack from here. At least not easily, not when I'm trying to avoid all the spinny dudes. So this is not going to be cool in an enclosed space for something like this, and there we go. Well, I didn't expect him to last the whole time, but that was too soon. So, on to Shroomboom number 3, I believe, if my count is correct. But we're starting over. Level 1, no upgrades. This is going to be tough. But a bunch of guys in an enclosed space where, like, I just don't have much that I can use to my advantage here. I don't have space to run around. I'm going to lose another guy here, aren't I? Okay, almost. Might be able to get him here. There we go. Okay. Give me a level up. That's what I need. Or just a bunch of food pops out of the ground. That works too. And we're not done with this battle yet. But nothing quite as bad as the first part of that battle, apparently. A few chompies, a few more axe guys. We're good to go. Continuing on with the puzzles. My little ghost friend following me around. And we might be done with this level. Noodles! He's one of my favorite NPCs. There you have it. Level 5 is done. Only lost 1 life there, but there's many more to come. I played around on the ship a little bit. Some Luckatron wheels. I started collecting some of those, so I'm going to start using some of them. Once again, anytime the game gives you something, I don't feel like it's cheating. Like, if you find some Luckatron wheels and you can use them to your advantage, do it. Absolutely. So, I know these levels where you're riding in the giant robot, a lot of people don't like. I don't mind them. It varies the content a little bit. It gives you something else. And, slow down again. What are we looking at? Yeah, these guys aren't fun. These guys have a really long reach. And like combine that with, I'm not sure exactly where they're, how far they can hit me away from, but then struggling with the guy throwing the bombs at me and realizing like I need to pick them up or they explode, and if I pick them up too late, they're gonna explode on me too. So there's number 3. On to Shroomboom number 4.
He shoots, he spores.
And we'll continue this battle because he's still not dead. But now he is. Okay. Once we got him figured out how to get rid of him, but collect some gold. Hopefully we can use that for upgrades later. Ooh, perfect score on a puzzle. More bad guys. Like these parts here, it is possible to like take damage and die and stuff like that, but as long as you're not messing around too much, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So not too worried about that. More worried about, yeah, the battle with these guys and the giant trees. Oh yeah, they send like their roots or whatever through the ground. I was not ready for that. I did not remember that at all. So there goes number 4. We're losing them fast now. And it's really coming down to meeting the new enemies, and I'm just not remembering how they fight. So, what I say, is this number 5 now, I think? But we are, yikes. So I was trying to use the wall there to my advantage, but it turns out he can attack me like around the corner there, and that sucked. So on to Shroomboom number 6 in the same area. 1 hit away. I hate that. Oh, that's so frustrating. But that is part of the battle, I guess. We're moving on here. And yeah, but like knowing the enemies is half the battle sometimes, and knowing how the enemies fight. And so I think if I were to try this challenge again shortly after playing through it the first time, like I think I would be able to do significantly better, just because I now know what to expect again. The shield juggernauts. These guys are not fun. They're big, bulky. There are limited times when you can attack them. I'm gonna get blown up by these bombs. No, don't throw. That was not fun either. Like I wanted to throw that bomb at the shield laser dude over here, not at the bomb maker. I want him to keep giving me bombs. And there goes another guy. Shoot, I've lost count now. That's 6 or 7. Or I mean, moving on to 6 or 7. Good thing there's a counter on the screen for you watching at home. But here we go. Man, that was frustrating. Because using the bombs against this guy would have been ideal, right? If I just had those, because those bombs tend to be super powerful. Because they'll blow me away in like 1 shot. And man, this guy can like 2-shot me. Like it's not great. There we go. Well, we're back at level 1 again. And here was, oh, I think I made another big mistake there. So I was trying to use this to my advantage. And I was trying to, oh, maybe that's how it's supposed to happen. Like I started hitting these guys who were up on that path. And I guess there's a battle gate there. Yeah. Once again, close quarters. Didn't realize they'd be able to hit me from like down below. And we losing another life. Well, yeah, like the fact that they can like swing through the ground there, that just, that doesn't seem right. Oh well, it is what it is. We defeated him. We only lost 1 life, I guess, against him. And back to the giant robot fight. I've always found it interesting that like watermelon equals health but watermelons are also used as ammunition. Like, what's that about? Like, don't waste all that watermelon shooting the bad guys. Just keep that watermelon as health for later. I wish. More puzzles, more bad guys. Nothing too tricky here. You see, this is what I was trying to do in the other battle. Like, hit them from down below where they can't attack me. But those other guys, the first guys with the... that were swinging their stabs at me could still hit me. Or they followed me down the cliff, I guess. Well, we completed another level. More Luckatron wheels. We're going to use whatever we have, even if they're not optimal right now. It's just... I have slots for them, so might as well use them. Wilkin Village. This might be... This is potentially my least favorite level. Like, it's just creepy. I would never want to visit here in real life. I don't know. There's just something about this level that creeps me out. Even now. I don't really like playing it. And unfortunately, I don't necessarily remember like the fastest path through the level or what you need to do and what you don't need to do. And so I'm just sitting here playing and exploring everywhere and struggling with this puzzle. Once again, I'm very thankful you don't have to watch this in real time. I spent an embarrassingly long amount of time on this puzzle. There are some of these eventually, like, I think I even restarted because I'm like, I know I'm not trapped. Like, I don't think it's possible to get stuck or trapped or unsolvable puzzles in Skylanders here. Like, I think they build them well enough that you can always solve them. But, okay, yeah, I did restart that one. Wow. It's not too often that I'll do that, but I mean, I was, 100 plus moves in there, and that just did not feel good. And sometimes you just need a fresh perspective to get back on it. But you see, now I think I'm in the same place I was when I restarted last time, already at 55 moves here. Like, I don't think it's supposed to take this long. Like, the perfect score or whatever should not be that high. Sometimes you just have to just keep guessing. There we go. Made it through. And like that one, oh no, I needed the key, I guess. So maybe that one was necessary. Yikes. That was rough. I'm sorry you had to watch that. But more Sky Stones. Back to the good stuff. Stuff that can't hurt you. I mean, I guess the other puzzle couldn't really hurt you either. But this is much more fun. Grab that key. Yeah, we need those keys, so there we go. Few baddies dispersed. This level, like, the baddies aren't too bad, especially with the time shifter thing, or it's not really time. I guess it's like alive and dead, on and off. I forget how they reference it exactly. But it kind of eliminates a lot of the danger. Just remember to flip the switch and, like, here, take advantage. Like, if you were hurting for health, take advantage right there. Sit there in the health stream and just regain all your health. I was doing all right, so I didn't really need to stay there too long, but more gold. Moving on. Don't even need the food right now. Fight these baddies, run around, level up. We're up to level 3. Cool, we'll take it. Hopefully he doesn't die. But he's getting hit here by the blocks. Really? Come on, man. Regain the health there. Use the giant bombs. Use those giant bombs right there. Run over the big baddies. Like, those things tend to do like 999 damage. Basically one shot anything it runs into. So same goes for the giant blocks that you can push around. If you can ever push blocks into enemies, they'll basically just insta-kill them. So once again, take make the most of your surroundings. Take advantage of your surroundings. There we go. But like I said, here we at least have more room to run around. So those baddies weren't as much trouble. But now, welcome to Chompy Mage. Yes, Chompy Mage does appear in Skylanders Giants. And he's a pretty good battle, actually. Kind of annoying. I mean, well, actually, it's kind of helpful that you can't jump. So they had to create other ways for you to, you know, avoid the bad things that he's throwing at you, and that includes a bunch of health, right? And so once you figure that out, it's like, man, you could just sit here and gain health all day during a boss battle. How often do you get to do that? There you go. Chompy Mage, done. All right, next level. Or wait, do we get to we've been on this guy for a while. So we might be able to get some upgrades here. Yep, level 5 character, 2 upgrades even. We'll take it. And playing around on the ship. Added this here turret. Got some more gold, but not enough for an upgrade. So on to chapter 8. Chapter 8, level 8. Moving on. And I don't think we have a lot of trouble here. Ooh, bombs. Hey, a hat. See, no matter what the hat is, I'm going to use it because it's going to give me some kind of boost. Like, it's nothing major. It's not the best hat in the game by any means. Another Conquertron wheel, we'll take that. Plug it in the machine later. The new baddie, the Chompy bot. They seem big and bad, but honestly, I don't really mind them too much. Like, they fire Chompies at you, which is not bad. They're like mobile Chompy pods almost, right? Like, they just shove out more and more Chompies, except they actually shoot at you, I guess. It was just producing Chompies, but they're fairly slow moving. They don't do a ton of damage. And they give you plenty of time to attack if you're paying attention. I wasn't necessarily paying attention all the time here. And did get hit a few times at least. Hopefully. Man. I just... Oh, can't use that bomb. That's a fresh bomb, not a stuck in the ground bomb. Come on. I think I'm just playing it too safe almost. Although I've been getting hit a lot. I could use some food at this point. There we go. Alright, don't forget about the Chompies. They're gonna come after you. Alright, Callie and Flynn. Leave me alone. I got puzzles to solve. I don't know if I need to blow up all these bombs, but I don't like leaving things untouched. This is problematic too. I'm almost dead. I could really use some food here or level up. Nope. I'm not gonna get it. Now that feels like wasted experience that I just collected. Well, so much for that. Let's try another Shroombooms.
He shoots, he spores.
Moving on, Shroomboom. Let's take out the Chompies. I've honestly lost track at this point. I'm gonna have to go back and count. Perfect score, yay! And new bad guys. I think these guys should be too bad. Use your environment. He's stuck behind a wall. Uh-oh, grenades, grenades, grenades. But yeah, keeping that guy stuck behind a wall, that helps. These guys chucking grenades that bounce, like take huge leaps and bounds after you. Ouch. Do decent damage. I'm gonna die again because there's still 4 of them. I think I just decided to kamikaze at this point and say, hey, I'm almost dead. If I can at least take out one of them, it'll be worth it. Oh, so close. So close. Could have had him. Could have had him. But another one bites dust. Welcome back, Shroomboom. Reincarnated. Or sibling or brother or something. I don't know. Work our way up the tower here. A few baddies along the way, but nothing to really worry about. A few more puzzles. A lot of in-game, in-level puzzles this time. Blow up the cannons. Nothing too tricky there. A few more baddies. Just introduced to us before. Work our way back and forth and back and forth. Past these bombs. Believe me, the bombs aren't moving that fast. They're pretty easy to avoid. So don't get too worried if you've never played the game before. This is very, very much sped up. And we're getting to the end here. Yeah, I ran myself into a corner. Thankfully. I didn't die too quickly there. But end of chapter 8. Off we go. And we've made it halfway through the game. 8 chapters down, 8 chapters to go. We've made it through 10 we're currently on our 10th Shroomboom. So we'll see how this goes. I bought another upgrade for the Conquertron wheel so we can run 2 wheels at once. So once again, built into the game. I don't consider it cheating at all. Just using what the game gives you. So moving along, keeping 10th Shroomboom number 10 alive at level 3. And we're getting closer to chaos. But still got a ways to go here. So we'll keep up with it. I don't know how I feel about losing 9 Shroombooms already. Like, the majority of them have come in the past 2 or 3 levels. Some of them felt very unnecessary. Like, they're very much my fault, right? And not necessarily just like, oh, the game glitched there, or that guy is way too powerful, or something. Like, it was things that I could have avoided, I feel like. So those are frustrating, and those are ones I think I could clean up if I were to do this again. But that's not the purpose of this challenge. We're gonna see how many Shroombooms it takes to get through and beat Skylanders Giants. So we're still running on number 10 for the time being, doing well on level 9 here, chapter 9. And if I could keep it like 1 per level, that'd be cool. But generally speaking, most video games, including Skylanders, get harder as they go along. So I don't imagine that we're gonna start losing less lives. Like right here, got real close to dying there, but just beat him up. And this is another one. I started looking at these in-game, like in-level Oryx, and I noticed something that we'll use later on, and we'll talk about it when I actually use it, I think. But if you know what I'm talking about, or you caught it there, it's gonna come in clutch later on for sure. More sky stones, always love that. Just avoiding the level basically here. Collecting more gold. Legendary treasures give you that plus 100 gold. Keep that in mind if you're ever attempting a challenge like this. Like 100 gold is actually quite valuable, so you want to be sure to grab those if you can. Here we go. And some kind of arena challenge, it looks like. Arena battle. There we go. These aren't too bad usually because, like, as long as you're paying attention and in this case in particular, avoiding the dropping blocks, like, they give you plenty of space to move around. And that's always a concern for me. Like, do I have enough space to operate and avoid bad guys? Once you have that space, you have a lot to work with. Now, as I've shown you before earlier in the game, I'm not a fan of these grenade guys that are chucking grenades from across the way that I can't get to easily, because they're going to go ahead and do that. And especially in a level like this as we move on to Shroomboom number 11. But in a space like this, where the space is bigger, and so the camera is zoomed out more, and so the grenades are even tinier, and the fact that they're bouncing across and the background is almost the same color as the grenades, like, it can be hard to keep track of them, especially when there's multiple grenades out there. So, I mean, now it's like there's grenades bouncing all over the place. Moving on to Shroombooms number 12. But there's grenades bouncing all over the place. They're blending into the background. I'm trying to avoid 3, 4, 5 other bad guys that are on top of me. And then still trying to take care of the grenade guys. All while not trying to die, of course. But it's rough. In any case. Level 9. Done. Moving on. We can upgrade our Conquertron a little bit. And that's where I finally remembered, well, okay, not only is there Winged Sapphire up there now, but there was a gem on the back of the boat. And the gem not only reappears after every level, but it increases in value after every level. So always make sure to go to the back of the boat and grab that gem. In any case, now we just got guys attacking our boat. Like, we didn't even get to go anywhere fun. We're just stuck on the boat, stuck defending the ship. Armored Goliath, Ghost Goliath, Ghost baddies. This always reminds me of like Lord of the Rings or something with all the ghost armies. But there goes number 12. On to Shroomboom number 13. Losing them fast now. I think we're at a rate of still at a rate of more than one level at this point now. Which, yeah, I mean, so we're only on like level 10 and we're already at 13 Shroombooms. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get it in 16 or less, but we'll see where we end up. In all honesty, I grabbed 100 Shroombooms for this challenge. I'm hoping I don't have to go past 100. But when I get stuck in a corner like that and the bad guy can still hit me, that's not going to help. On to Shroomboom number 14. See, and little things like that, like, I would know to avoid. Like, don't get stuck in this corner. Like, it's going to be so hard. Am I going to die again? So hard to get out of. Well, there goes number 14. On to number 15.
He spores.
Well, here's hoping Shroomboom 15 can do a little bit better. He'll need all the gold he can get. Hopefully he doesn't. That's the other frustrating part is, like, I get a new Shroomboom. He gets a ton of gold, but I can't buy upgrades until, like, I complete the level and can get out to the ship to Persephone. But that's something, like I said, we're gonna find a workaround later on. Use those bombs. Get a little lost here. Not entirely sure where I was supposed to go. All those spinning wheels, but looks like we found the right direction here. Do I need a bomb? Nope. Too many bad guys. On to Shroomboom 16. Definitely not beating the game with just 16 Shroombooms. Not one per level. It's not gonna work. Alright, more ghost baddies. Yay. Hey, that guy has bombs. We should use that. And like, you can blow up the cannon right away, but then you continue to use the bombs to blow up the baddies. Just don't blow up the baddies that are providing you the bombs. It's an important key. I don't do it very well all the time, but I try. All right. Found an elemental area, but it's air-based, so I can't use that. Found Auric. Yep. All right, moving on. Let's find some more bad guys. Yay. Ghost bad guys. They're the worst. In an instance like that, I always make sure, I try to make sure, I didn't do it properly here, but not to collect the gold until after all the baddies are gone. Because if you die, you lose the gold that you just collected. Like this guy that's just about dead. But here, use the level to your advantage. Use those railings. Fire from above. It might take a little bit longer sometimes because he's farther away. But if you can protect yourself by firing from a different level where he can't hit you, it works out very well. And me sitting here with 34 health, I'm gonna die to the environment. Give me food. Okay, we got some food. Not a lot of food, but it might last. There we go. I appreciate that bad guys drop food sometimes too. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, watch the bombs. Avoid the bombs. Oh. Where'd that guy come from? Huh. On to Shroomboom number 17. Officially, more than one per level. Even if I would complete the rest of the game with this Shroomboom. But that guy came out of nowhere. I was not expecting him. Got sucker punched. And there's no level down. Ghost ship complete. Moving on to level 11, I believe. Counting correctly. See where we go here. See, you need a giant? No, you don't. You never need a giant. Beating Skylanders giants without a giant. The alternate title of this video. More concerned about the challenge though. Although it might be interesting to see which, well, I'd have to change up my commentary too, I think. If the whole point of this video is beating the game without a giant. I would also use other characters than just Shroombooms if I were doing that. Maybe try to beat giants with camo or something like that. That'd be more fun. But Shroomboom, doing okay here. I guess that would be another fair point of comparison. Like earlier I talked about comparing level 1 Shroombooms. How many level 1 Shroombooms does it take to beat Skylanders Giants versus how many level 20 Shroombooms does it take to beat Skylanders Giants? Or maybe just how far can I get in Skylanders Giants with one level 20 Shroomboom? That, I don't know. We can play around with that later. But then comparing it also to like how many camos does it take to beat Skylanders Giants, or how many flame slingers, or well, no, another good one that's new to Giants. How many tree wrecks does it take to beat Skylanders Giants, or how many chill does it take to beat Skylanders Giants? Let me know if you want to see something like that. I might be able to put something like that together if that's interesting enough to you, and we can agree on what character to use. But Shroomboom doing all right here. These crystal guys are just super annoying because like I never do it much damage, especially, well, okay, I'm at level 4 now, but I don't really have upgrades. And like, I don't do a lot of damage to their crystals. So it takes forever just to hit all the crystals because they keep moving. And then once the crystals are gone, it doesn't take that long to beat the guys. Here, in-game upgrades. Using it for the first time. So basically, instead of waiting to go out to Persephone, Auric allows you to buy, I think it's for 50 gold. You can buy basically access to the upgrade thing. And you can only buy one upgrade. But then you can pay another 50 and buy another upgrade. So basically, it's just upgrades are a little bit more expensive. Like 50 gold more expensive. But hey, upgrading right before you have to go fight Drillex, it's worth it. Now, I know we may not be playing the music right now, or maybe we will. Drillex's song, man, so iconic. Might be one of the most iconic Skylanders moments, at least from Skylanders Giants. Like, it's the thing that any Skylanders fan talks about, right? Like, this is the moment. This is Skylanders Giants. It's not even the final bad guy or anything like that. Like, I don't know why Drillex hit so hard, but it's so good. This honestly came up in the game earlier than I remembered as well. I was actually more worried about this fight than like it turns out better than I thought it would. I mean, you can see he has a ton of health, but there's enough room to move around. You get protection from, like, they show you where to hide to be safe from these things. But I mean, doing 29 damage at a time, it's painful. But bounce pads, easy enough to avoid. Go beat them up without any other bad guys. I mean, hey, a few chompies coming along here and some lasers. And just avoid them. It's just going to be a matter of time. That's really the only difference for this boss battle. Whereas, like, Chompy Mage boss battle, I feel that one maybe had more potential to die as opposed to Drillex. When I'm replaying it now and seeing, like, oh, okay, yeah, you just have to play the avoidance game. We're making some good progress. All right, here we go. 29 points at a time. And this is where, like, a level 20 Skylander, or actually I guess level 15, because we're in Skylanders Giants, you couldn't get to level 20 yet. So it had to be a level 15 Shroom. But a level 15 Shroom could do, at least I hope he can do significantly more than 29 damage at a time. Like, if not, then I would understand why people hate Shroombooms so much. But should be able to upgrade these abilities a little bit more. But we're almost there. Almost there. So close. I think I went kamikaze mode at this point. Like, I am so close to death, but he is so close to death. We're like both one hit away. I just started flinging mushrooms everywhere. There you go. 17 health remaining. But we defeated Drillex. With no lives lost in the entire level either. That's been a while. That's been a while. We'll take it. On to chapter 12. With Shroomboom number 17 yet. We can breathe a little bit again. Not in the middle of a big fight. However, this ghost baddie, this multiplying baddie, kind of annoying as well. Got through that one all right, but I know there's more of them coming, and they're not fun. They're maybe not as quite as bad as the grenade guys here. Like these guys, I think are worse. Like, and then their grenades have such a big explosion to them. 18. Come on, lucky number 18. But those grenade guys, I think, yeah, they're definitely one of my least favorite in this game, I think. They have such range. Their grenades bounce so far and at like seemingly random angles sometimes. And then when they explode, their explosion does way more damage from like a farther away distance than I would expect. So I'm not thrilled to see them ever. I mean, look at all these other bad guys. We don't have any problems with them. We can get through them just fine. Hey, Skystones! Happy to see this, especially when it's to like progress the level. I will happily play Skystones to progress the level. Rather than fighting a grenade troll, whatever they're called. Probably just troll grenaders or something. Grenadiers. Alright. This isn't supposed to be how it's going. I don't lose a ton of games as Skystones usually, but I also haven't been intentionally leveling up my Skystones in this game and collecting as many as possible. And some of the Skystones games do get tough, but if you have all the best Skystones, it shouldn't be too difficult for you, hopefully. But yeah, if you're underpowered, things are always going to be more difficult. And I think that's a little bit of what I was running into in that particular instance. But we still made it through. And on to more puzzles, more pushing blocks around, which, don't get me wrong, I love these. This is part of why I love Skylanders. Like, I love environmental puzzles. Puzzle games, platformers, they're my jam. Like, give me Ratchet and Clank, give me Assassin's Creed. Like, it's the same type of thing on a different level, and a different style, and a different environment, but you're still puzzle solving. But here in this arena battle, this is another one. Use your environment to your advantage. So there's all these spikes rolling around. Like, if you can either shove or coerce or lure the bad guys towards those spikes, they'll hurt the bad guys as well most of the time. Now this is just chaos here. Not the chaos, but some chaos. So many bad guys. And when I'm only doing 20 damage per hit here. Like, these are big guys, and there's a lot of them. And I'm dead. So on we go to Shroombooms number 19. But arena battles, like I said, generally I don't mind them. But it's just how well can I avoid before I die? 12 levels down, 4 to go. We're 3/4 of the way through the game. If this was a football game, we'd be entering the 4th quarter. So here we go. Gonna make sure to level up and upgrade all we can, although we're dealing with a level 1 Shroomboom at this point. Number 19. Here we go into the land of weird things. This guy, I don't know. This level always felt a little out of place. Like, I understand how it fits in the story and everything, but like, it just feels, it's not a standard level. It's like, it's a bunch of mini games, mini levels stitched together. And like, especially like this part of it where like, okay, you're either giant or you're big, or you're giant or you're big, you're giant or you're tiny. And like, that feels very much like a Skylanders minigame. It doesn't feel like it should be a full-on level. I mean, even part of a level. It feels like something you would play outside of the levels. And unfortunately, we still die. So, that will bring up Shroomboom number 20. All right. Making progress, but we're still dying. So we're still at level 1 again. And once again, that's the biggest problem. As the bad guys get bigger and tougher, the levels get harder, theoretically. And we keep starting over with a level 1 character and being able to do 20 damage in a shot. Yeah. And honestly, at some points, it just gets a little bit annoying. And it gets to a point of, this isn't as fun as I thought it might be. Because we died again. Shroombooms 21. Here we go. Like, we're still in the same battle sequence here. Lost 2 lives. Not fun, but it is what it is. We'll keep chugging along. Finding some soul gems. Meeting with Octavius again. Making some choices. Like, I didn't remember exactly what each choice would mean for me. Like, what was behind door A and door B. Zap, stop it. You're my friend. I like Zap. Yeah, but I'm gonna die again. There's no way I beat this with 29 health. Not with 2 of them left. Alright. Chalking up, racking up the deaths here for sure. Shroomboom number 22. Enter the arena. Watch out for Zap. Alright. Got him there. Moving on. Back to Octavius. What do we want? Puzzles? Yeah, we like puzzles. Lots of puzzles. I'm sorry, this isn't necessarily the most entertaining thing to watch. Watch me solve lock puzzles, but it's my choice of play, how I would prefer. So, make it work. A lot of perfect scores. I like that. Sometimes I'm surprised when it tells me I have a perfect score, because I mean, you get into like double-digit moves and it's like, oh, that didn't feel efficient. But if you say it's a perfect score, I'll take it. Moving on there. Yeah, how many levels there are here? Oh, I was just choosing gold or experience, I guess. I think I took the gold there with the hopes that I might have enough to upgrade Shroombooms again. Go back and grab the gem from the back of the ship. Upgrade. 1 upgrade. 2 upgrades. Cool. Level 2 Shroombooms with 2 upgrades. Nothing huge, but take it. Take it. On to level 14 with Shroomboom 22, and I caught a glimpse of a guy that I don't like. Flying sequences, though, I don't mind them. Those are fun for me. Once again, possible to die, but definitely harder to die in the flying sequences, if you ask me. But we'll see how it goes. There, Archean Duelist. Yeah, not a fan. Man, oof. Such range with that sword. Like, it's just not fair. And then the fact that he can, like, power up beyond his normal self, I'm like, no, we're not gonna let you do that. Oh, you have a friend? Oh, you have 2 friends. Great. Not what I want to see at all. actually powered up. Come on. No. Like, they're standing on the other end of the arena, and they swing their sword and still get me. All right. 23. Shroomboom 23. Here we go. What you got for me? Can you take these two guys up? Nope. Like, I'm gonna get hit twice every time. Gotta split them up somehow. And that's part of the strategy too, right? It's like you gotta take on guys one at a time. Well, even then you lose. So here we go to Shroombooms 24. Yeah. This is not going well.
He shoots, he spores.
Good thing I have 100 Shroombooms. All right, let's see if we can, there, take out one, take out two, like, and that's the thing, like, once you get the first one, the second one is just gone. Like, I guess I was hitting them A, B, A, B, A, B, as opposed to just concentrating all my firepower on one, but they look identical. It's hard to tell sometimes which one you're hitting. You're just trying to avoid them. Skystones with the twist. Can win that one. Continue on. More flying sections. It's kind of like the big robot sections that people don't like. You fly for a while, you land, you fight, then you fly again, then you fight again, then you fly again. I think, like I said, it gives a little bit of variety, and I really don't mind the flying sections. So, but I do mind getting hit by this guy because, wow, use those bombs. Oof. Well, that didn't work. Let's go for Shroomboom 25. This level has not been doing well at all. We've been going through a lot of Shroombooms on this level. And, man, I just spawned. That hit should not have hit. Like, usually you get a little bit of a kind of a grace period when you first spawn in. Well, there goes another one. The double hit. That's the double whammy. That's what I was talking about earlier. All right, 26 coming in. But yeah, when you just get two swords coming at you at the same time, if you can't avoid both of them, you get the double whammy. But here, well, we're gonna use our environment to its fullest advantage in a moment here. I was very proud of this, honestly. Once we get there, going to 27. I've lost so many lives in this level. It was, yeah. I mean, what are you gonna do? Some of the toughest guys in the game, and I'm stuck using a level 1 Shroombum. I wish I could jump across that gap right there. Now I trap myself in a corner. Oh, okay. Here's an environment thing. He shoots straight. If he's on a level higher than you, let him stay up there. Don't run up to him and let him smack you in the face. Come on, Shroomboom 28. Be the club. Or the shroom. There we go. Play with lasers. Open more doors. Oh. Hey, look at that. Lasers take out bad guys. Think I can swing this laser around enough times to defeat the bad guy? You betcha. Yeah, I was very, very happy with that one. He was just like standing in the path of the laser beam. So I just keep swinging it around. It hits him like 100 damage at a time or something like that. And he's trapped there and I'm free to just manipulate the environment. Oh, same thing here, I think, too. I try to lure this guy up into the laser beam. Unfortunately, his little crystal attack ranges forever. And then I ran out of real estate. I had the right idea. Shroomboom 29. And it was frustrating because I'm pretty sure he's just about dead. And like he's like standing in the laser. Yep. He's dead. Like he died while I was regenerating. Like, Simultaneous death. Moving on though. More large swords. Multiples with bombs. Just so much going on in such a small space with such a slow guy. 3 duelists. Ugh. Bring on Shroomboom number 30. This is not going. This level, man. I should have just kept track how many I lost in this level. It's probably more than I might lose half of my Shroombooms here. I mean, we're on, I don't know, we're on 30 right now. I came into this at like 22? Oh man. I lose at least like 10 Shroombooms on this level, looks like. Bring in 31. I hope I keep track of this correctly. Otherwise, there's going to be a lot of editor notes in here. But, oof, not doing too well. A lot of big bad guys that can move and have wide swings in small spaces. I really, really want that winged sapphire. I'm going to figure out how to get there. There we go. Alright. Crystal guy, like I said, super annoying with Shroomboom in particular, but we'll get it done without taking too much damage, or any damage maybe. These guys, ramps are their enemy. Like, they fire straight. They don't fire up at angles. So if you have an up ramp or a down ramp that you can make use of, absolutely do it. Try to do it a bunch here. I mess it up a few times, but I get it to work eventually. Whoa. Doesn't work quite as well with that guy. No. That, I could have avoided that. Shroomboom, 32. Still fighting these 2 big baddies. 20 points at a time. We'll get there. I have my ramp to work with, so. Back to flying. And we complete the level. Yeah, that had to be at least 10 Shroombooms on that level. That was rough. Yeah. More winged sapphires, more gems, more upgrades, cheaper upgrades, but still not enough probably. Level 15. 2 levels to go here. We're almost done, but this level 15 is a rough one too. There's some new baddies. Crystal guys, like, I can deal with. Like I said, they're annoying, but I can deal with them. Rolling barrels, annoying. We get, what do we find in this one? Oh, we saw one earlier that was like zombie guy. There'll be a horde of them eventually. They're not fun. More soul gems, narwhals. Hey. But, oh, snipers. Oh, yeah, okay. So I'm dealing with this swarm of like zombie creatures, right? They have to hit 12 times to make them die. And completely ignored the sniper. Completely ignored the sniper. So we're on to Shroomboom 33. But like the combinations of enemies that they put in here together. Like either one by themselves is not bad. Use your environment, folks. Take them all out from above. That was key. More rolling barrels. Legendary treasure for 100 gold. So as long as I don't die, I'll have some gold to spend. But I've been dying a lot recently. So we'll see. And with 3 duelists, this does not look good. Nope. Nope. I had Shroomboom at level 4. Like, we're leveling up faster than ever now, too. The experience is worth more and more. But Shroomboom 34 is coming in. See if he can save the day. But 3 duelists. He's not alive. Get that food. Eat that pizza. Pizza. There you go. More duelists. Ah, and duelists and snipers. Like, that's just not fair. But level ups help too. Level ups can do damage if the bad guys are right on top of you. So that helps a lot. More crystal guys. Take out those spell punks. They're always going to help the bad guys. Especially if they're life spell punks. You need to take them out first. But even the other ones provide some kind of defensive mechanism usually for the bad guys. So you want to take them out as soon as possible. Lots of crystal dudes. Now, duelists and shield laser dudes, like, that's not gonna work. Had my Shroomboom up to level 5 already. But that's where he ends. Shroomboom number 35. Welcome to the arena. And you get stuck literally between a rock and a hard place. Yeah. All right. Keep it going. Keep it going. And there you go. Just run under their swords and under their laser beams. Nope. That's not going to do it. Shroomboom 36. Getting up there.
He shoots, he spores.
You're gonna be at 50 before you know it. Alright, environmental for the win. Yeah, get him stuck behind that pillar. Alright, a few more puzzles here. Laser beams, blocks. Very standard Skylanders puzzles. Unlock everything. Open the door. And off we go. Alright. This is it, folks. This is the final level. Level 16 of Skylanders Giants. We've made it this far. We are on Shroomboom number 36. We leveled him up to level 4. Got a couple of upgrades. Now we need to try not to die too much before we actually fight Chaos. And see if what we can do. Roll that ball into the enemy. Like I said, any big ball, big block, big bomb, push it into the bad guys. You'll thank me later. It's worth your time and effort. Much faster than actually fighting the enemies. Use your environment to take them out. But here we go. Ooh, sky stones. Take it. Take it. Nice way to settle down before a big boss fight, before the final battle. And then you get frustrating things like this. All right, 100 gold. I don't know if I'll have a place to level up, but there have been like in-level Oryx throughout the levels, and usually right before a big boss fight. So I'm kind of counting on that, hoping there will be a place to upgrade right before I go fight Chaos. That would be ideal once again. But since I haven't played this game in years, I don't actually remember. I actually forgot there were in-level Oryx. So play around with some bounce pads. There we go. Some more crystal dudes. Run circles around them. Some scrolls. And avoid blades. Collect more gold, because you never know. There he is, Oric. Yep. Give me all the upgrades. Like this, I think this is our best Shroomboom ever. We're at level 6, we bought the more upgrades than we've ever had before. So he better not die. But here we are at Chaos. Big battle. Final battle. This feels like it, right? We'll see what Shroomboom can do. A level 6 Shroomboom. Hey, we have some help from Machine Ghost and Ermit. Why not? I'll take it. I'll take whatever help I can get. That's my giant. There you go. That's my giant. The Machine Ghost. But we're... Oof. Could use some health already. Watch out, Shroomboom. A lot of baddies there. There we go. Level up. That'll help. Alright, level 7 Shroomboom. Taking out the baddies at a good clip. Got some food. Made it to, looks like phase 2 of Chaos. He's changed his tactics here. Move into an avoidance pattern here. Basically. Not as cool as the Chompy Mage one. I don't get a lot of healing. Like, everything here will damage me, I'm pretty sure. Anything I touch. Like, I think the yellow and orange do, like, less damage, maybe, than the red, but I think everything does damage yet. Alright, made it through that, though. Attacking the Fist of Arcus again. And Chaos. More baddies. Like, thankfully, like, if they had sent out Archean duelists here, like, I don't know that I would beat this level. Like, not with Shroomboom, at least. Like, it would be tough. Because then I'd be at level 1 for sure. Because the arena's way too small. Another level up was huge. That was huge. I was low on health. We helped defeat some guys. Alright. Getting Chaos's head now. We're at level 8. He brings up more bad guys. Some of them just fell off the edge there. I didn't even have to fight them. I don't know if that was a glitch or what, but like, because I was standing too close to the edge, they didn't have anywhere to spawn, really? Or what happened there? Or if it just always happens. Alright, now we're fighting bad guys while avoiding the Chaos cube. It's not a cube. What is it? Oh, no! That sucked. That sucked. Alright, we are on to Shroomboom 37, looks like. And at this point, I mean, we just gotta go all out. Just go for the kill. I mean, level 1 Shroombooms are not gonna last very long here at all. So I think we just need to push, do as much damage as possible. Get as much damage output from each individual Shroomboom as possible. There goes another one. 38, I think we're on now, or coming up to. Shroomboom, come on. You got this. You got this. Just damage. 20, 20, 20, 20. All the 20s. Do it. Do it. Yes! There we go. We done it. And there you have it, folks. You can beat Skylanders Giants without any giants. And in fact, with 38 Shroombooms. I guess that's your answer. How many Shroombooms does it take to beat Skylanders Giants? It takes 38 Shroombooms. Now, if you'd like to attempt the Skylanders Giant Shroomboom Challenge, for a limited time while supplies last, we are selling packs of 38 Shroombooms. See if you can beat my record. 38 Shroombooms for $38 over on sclcollectibles.com. If you attempt this challenge, be sure to let me know down in the comments what your record is, if you beat me with less than 38, or how many you had to use after all. If you don't decide to take on the challenge, let me know what challenge you would like to see next. Should I do a level 20 or a level 15 Shroomboom? Or should I try another character or another game? What do you think? Let me know down below.